Hey guys, Blake here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about a advanced bass technique. So, in my last video you saw I was talking about palm muting. That one was a bit more guitar specific, but we can still do some palm muting on bass too. Just put our hand against the bridge. I like to use my thumb for this, and we get that kind of muted tone, and we can see this a lot in like old kind of funk and R&B stuff. But today I'm going to talk about a technique that kind of gets similar results, and that's left-hand muting. So for left-hand muting, obviously we're going to be using our left hand instead of our right hand to get that muted effect. And the way that we go about this is we press down on whatever fret that we're going to be playing with our first finger, right here, index, and we're going to use the rest of our fingers, these other three, to kind of just lay. They're going to just chill on the strings, they're going to lay there, and not enough that we're kind of getting muted notes. We don't hear the note ring through, but just enough to kind of like get that little muted sound while still letting the note ring through. So why would we use this technique over palm muting, which is easier? Well, the reason we do this is so we can keep our dexterity with these two fingers. So with palm muting, we kind of lose that dexterity because we're just using our thumb. So we can't play like super fast 16th note lines. But if we were to use left-hand muting instead, we could still get those super fast 16th note lines. So if we're doing something like this, something like that, we could use left-hand muting to kind of get the same effect, the same 16th notes with a little bit more of a subdued tone. So something like this. So something like that versus that's without muting. So this technique can be used in a lot of genres, of course, but primarily I hear it most often in like funkier stuff, more R&B stuff. Actually, the bass player from Wolfpack, Joe Dart, he uses this all the time. This is kind of like one of his signature techniques. And you can definitely hear it in something like the song 1612, which I'll play really quick for you right here. And I kind of fumbled my way through that a little bit, didn't always do the left-hand muting. But that's just a way that you can use that technique as well. And whenever I'm using it on those open strings, I tend to do it a bit closer to the nut, because if we do it any higher, we're gonna start to just sound like normal muting. We don't get the clarity of the note. But anyway, I hope you use this technique. I hope you find a use for it. I hope that it's something to give you a little bit of a different sound in your playing and change up the dynamics, change up like the character of your playing. And yeah, go forth and use this wisely.